Now this is my pride and joy at the moment. This is my marine tank. This was basically set up as a prototype, an experiment for an eventual large-scale reef setup. Basically I started off, after a little bit of research, purchasing some live rock. I set up a tank with an inbuilt sump, a silicone tin, initially an acrylic pane in another tank, which slowly but surely gave way, so I bought this tank, which is slightly larger than the original, and put glass in. Now, as time's gone on, I've had to add a sump and move my algae scrubber into a separate box just because of temperature. I couldn't get the temperature down below about 25 degrees. Now when I turned the pumps off for a while, the temperature in the tank dropped, and the corals, especially Xenia, seemed to react well to the lower temperature. And the only way to reduce the tank temperature was to remove the scrubber from the sump, separate it. So in essence what we have is my display with a lovely little pericular clownfish, or Nemo, a royal grama who is called Prince. We have two yellow-tailed blue damsels, just gone into hiding as we speak. There's one. Oh, here he goes again. We have somewhere a cleaner shrimp, normally the most active creature in the tank. There he is underneath there for now. We have a blood shrimp. Don't see him until feeding time. Got various corals. Xenia I've already mentioned. We've got candy cane, we've got some brain corals, various other corals. We've got snails. I think at the moment I've got about 5 snails in the main part of the tank, and 4 or 5 hermit crabs. Obviously I'm running 2 power heads in here, one smaller, one slightly larger. Oh, there's a mushroom coral in there as well that just came along with a piece of live rock. Hello. I've recently added some sand that I had left over into the bottom of this sump. Basically what we've got is, as the water comes in here into the tank, we get an overflow cascade. That originally was my algae scrubber. That cascades into here, and we've basically just created a siphon. So any extra height here creates a siphon into here. As long as these are kept free of air, the siphon will create itself. We've got a sand bed and some non-live rock in here, considering getting a few small pieces of live rock. Any detritus that sits in here should be taken care of by a snail and a hermit, which live in this sump. I've got a small skimmer in here. To be honest, I don't need to use it. I haven't needed to turn it on since I bought it, apart from when I bedded it in. Now the water from here is pumped via this MaxiJet 1200 litre per hour pump up and in to the top of this box. Now this box has some lights. They're photographic spiral bulbs. They allow the water, which runs down here, to grow algae on these mesh sheets. Inside this box, obviously we have our mesh sheets. I have some cheetomorph algae. We're a bit of a build-up of detritus and rubble at the moment, so I may purchase another snail and hermit crab to go in there. This all drains back into the tank, into the main tank, and also we have an overflow that drops into the bottom sump in case of any blockages. So to run the whole system, we're using the power heads for circulation in the display and the MaxiJet pump. That's all we're running. Obviously T5 lighting in here, photographic bulbs up here, and the heater and a bag of carbon are in this first sump here. I'm not sure if there's really a lot more to say on this tank. Yeah, this is it really. This is my pride and joy at the moment. I'm planning on moving up to a tank maybe 5 to 6 times the size. Thinking maybe in the region of 6 by 2 by 2 foot, but we'll see what happens. Now, thank you very much, and hope you've watched the rest of my videos and enjoyed my tanks.